The house is silent, the kids are asleep, and you're standing in the hallway, looking at the closed door of your bedroom. She's inside, fast asleep. Or is she? Your gut has been screaming at you for weeks. The texts are shorter. The sex is dead. The phone is surgically attached to her hand, screen down. Every relationship guru tells you to trust your partner, to communicate, to avoid paranoia. And that advice is why 90% of men get blindsided. Today, we're ripping off the blindfold and exposing the 10 undeniable psychological and behavioral signals that she has mentally and emotionally checked out and is actively seeking or receiving validation elsewhere, all while pretending everything is fine. This isn't about getting proof. This is about understanding the psychological breakdown of loyalty, protecting your frame, and knowing the truth so you can walk away with your sovereignty intact. The sinking feeling in your stomach is not paranoia. It is your subconscious mind, the powerful pattern-recognizing part of your brain screaming at you that the frame has broken. You're trying to be the trusting partner. You're telling yourself, it's just stress, or she's busy at work. You desperately want to believe the lie she's selling because the truth, the devastating, frame-shattering truth, is too painful to accept. But denial is the most dangerous form of self-betrayal. The uncomfortable truth that every man must learn is this: when a woman becomes emotionally disloyal, the behavioral changes are not random. They are a predictable psychological pattern. Her actions are driven by a need to justify her increasing emotional and physical distance from you, while maintaining the comfort and security of your presence. She needs you to be the dependable safety net while she tests the market. Your job is not to play detective. Your job is to understand the psychological mechanisms that govern her shift so you can calmly, surgically, and without emotional attachment reclaim your power. We're going to break down the 10 most lethal signs. You need to listen closely and resist the urge to rationalize. If you're a man who is ready to replace comforting fantasy with painful but empowering reality, and you want to master the psychology of strength in a world that promotes male weakness, then you need to be a part of this community. Hit that subscribe button right now. We deal only in hard, high-value truths, and you can't afford to miss the next one. Here are the 10 undeniable signs she is cheating but still pretending to be loyal. Sign 1. The surgical attachment to the phone. This is not subtle, but men rationalize it constantly. The phone is her second life, her lifeline to her emotional escape. The screen is always face down. She takes it to the bathroom, even when she never used to. If you walk into the room, she subtly and instantly changes the screen or minimizes the app. She's not protecting her privacy, she's protecting her duality. Sign 2. Projection of guilt. Suddenly, she is highly concerned about your fidelity. She starts accusing you of checking out other women or questions who you are texting. This is a classic psychological defense mechanism. By projecting her own guilt and disloyalty onto you, she creates a false sense of moral high ground, which serves to alleviate her own psychological distress and prepares her narrative for the inevitable breakup. Sign 3. Weaponized busyness and scheduling opacity. Her schedule becomes a fortress. I'm so busy at work, or I have this new commitment. You suddenly can't pin her down. She offers vague, large blocks of time when she is unavailable, with no detail. Loyalty thrives in transparency. Disloyalty requires opacity. Sign 4. The sudden obsession with appearance. This is one of the most painful signs because you think she's doing it for you. She buys new lingerie, hits the gym harder than ever before, and updates her wardrobe to be more youthful, all while resisting your physical advances. She's investing in her SMV, but the return on investment is not for you. She's upgrading her packaging for the person she is trying to attract or already has attracted. Sign 5. The death of conflict. In a healthy, invested relationship, couples argue because they are still fighting to save the connection. When she has emotionally checked out, she stops caring. She stops engaging in debates. She stops fighting back, and she just offers silent, blank compliance. She has already transferred her emotional energy and investment to the other party. She sees no point in fighting with you. Her indifference is the psychological proof of her distance. I saw this with a client. We'll call him Chris. Chris was with his wife for 15 years. Suddenly, his wife started telling him, "You were always so boring, and you never took me anywhere exciting." Chris was devastated. This wasn't true. They had traveled the world together. The reality? She had met a new man who was a pilot, and she was rewriting 15 years of shared history to make the pilot the exciting future, and Chris the boring past. Her infidelity required the devaluation of her husband. Sign 7. The sudden aggressive need for space or independence. She needs nights out with the girls, but can't tell you who will be there or where they're going. She needs alone time in the house, but when you offer to leave, she resists. This is a need for unmonitored time to manage her dual reality. When she needs to create emotional distance from you, it's not always because she's cheating, but when it's combined with these other signs, it is a psychological red flag that she is investing that emotional energy somewhere else. Sign 8. The hyper-focus on privacy settings and passwords. She gets a new bank account you can't see. She changes the Wi-Fi password. She uses incognito mode for everything. Again, transparency dies first. Her need for financial, digital, and personal secrecy is a direct measure of her level of emotional dishonesty. She is building barriers to prevent you from collecting data on her frame break. Sign 9. The emotional deflection of intimacy. When you try to initiate physical or emotional intimacy, she deflects with anger, trivial arguments, or exhaustion. She has no desire for physical intimacy with you because her emotional bandwidth is occupied. Furthermore, physical intimacy with you creates a tremendous psychological burden. The guilt of being close to you while secretly betraying you. It is easier for her to push you away than to confront that cognitive dissonance. Another man, Mark, noticed his wife of 7 years started complaining about his breath or his touch. She had always been affectionate, but suddenly the smallest things became a reason to reject intimacy. He sought dental work and changed his cologne. It wasn't his hygiene, it was her guilt manifesting as physical repulsion. Sign 10. The calm acceptance of separation. This is the final, most devastating sign. When you finally, reluctantly, suggest marriage counseling or even separation, she calmly agrees. This is because she has already mentally filed the divorce papers. She has already grieved the relationship and is emotionally prepared for the outcome. Your suggestion simply confirms the narrative she has been writing for months. A third man, Ben, confronted his fiancée after catching her in a lie about where she was. When he said, "I think we need to separate," she responded, "Okay, when do you want me to move out?" Her immediate, zero-emotion acceptance was the clearest proof of her prior emotional infidelity. She had already left him weeks ago. She was just waiting for him to catch up. If you are seeing 5 or more of these signs, you need to understand that you are not dealing with a temporary dip in enthusiasm. You're dealing with a fundamental frame break and a psychological withdrawal of loyalty. The solution is not to try harder. The solution is to immediately and calmly reclaim your sovereignty. You must cease all chasing behavior, stop seeking validation, and refocus 100% of your energy onto your mission and your purpose. Your loyalty must be to your own integrity first. If this video has validated the screaming voice in your gut and given you the clarity to act, do not leave this knowledge dormant. This is the community that provides the psychological armor necessary for the modern dating battlefield. Subscribe now to ensure you continue to receive the hard truths that empower your frame. Hit the notification bell. Your self-respect is not negotiable. Use this knowledge to enforce your boundaries and walk away with your head high, because the only person you are truly loyal to is the man in the mirror.